There's something that I just want to squash. There's a fallacy about church that I just want to squash. And if you're online, I want you to look right at me too. Stop saying that you've got to clean yourself up before you come to church. You can think of 1,000 excuses and reasons, and I can actually help you. If you give me 1,000, I guarantee you I could add 1,000 to it. Why you didn't want to come to church or don't want to come to church or don't want to deal with Christian people. I get it. I get it. There's a lot of reasons, because people are messy, and the church is messy because people are in it. But the church is the bride of Christ, and so while you and me, we can come up with 2,000 reasons why we ought not come to church or why we shouldn't come to church. One of those is I got to clean myself. The other is well, the people are this and that and the third. I can give you one reason why you should. Jesus. If you come to church and your eyes are on messy people, look in the mirror. Because you're probably just as messy, if not more. We're a place where it's okay to not be okay, but we don't stay that way. We think about washing clothes, right? Let's take that illustration. When you wash clothes, you take them out of the dirty laundry and you pour them into the washing machine. And as they're being washed, what do? They tumble all over the place, tumbling, and they're rubbing up against each other, and the friction causes the cleansing, and then you rinse it, and then it goes on the cycle, right? More tumbling, and then you dry the shirt, and then there's this burning and this crisping, and then if you're like me, you take the shirt out, and then you want to iron it because you like creases, but you iron that shirt. And as you iron it, it's burning the sleeve to straighten it out. Why do I give you that illustration? Because that's exactly what it's like to be a part of a church. How so, Darren? Acts 2 says they all came together. And guess what's going to happen when we all come together? We're going to stumble and tumble all over each other. God knows that we're going to stumble and tumble and fumble all over each other, and so he starts the refining process. It's called sanctification. You see, we're washed clean once and for all, but it's a constant rinse and repeat cycle. That's the church. It's sanctification. So while we're fumbling all over each other, the Holy Spirit gets in there, and here's what he does. He then puts us on the dryer, and then we begin to get burned, and then he takes the iron, and he wrinkles all of those messes out of us. It's the refining fire of the Spirit of God that sanctifies us. That's what the church is. A bunch of people that are tumbling and fumbling all over themselves through this sanctification process until they get to the glorification. You're going to always fumble. You're going to always tumble. But don't feel like you got to make yourself better before you come to church. No, God is the only one. He's the only person that can wash you clean, and he's the one that sanctifies you. We're just helping each other and encourage each other through the process. While we're all a mess, we're all being sanctified together. That's the church.